Hi everyone. It's a lovely 60 degrees outside and I'm thriving in the sunlight currently. I got ready and I wanted to show you guys my ensemble. So for accessories, I have on this hand before me a golden ring on my middle finger and this silver and gold antique-ish vintage ring on my thumb, and then for bracelets I have this lucky 4-leaf clover silver piece and this gold chain, and then for rings over here I have this silver and this antique gold ring. For necklaces I have this piece that I've purchased from an antique store as well. And that's the ensemble for accessories. As for outfit, I have this thrifted white form-fitting long sleeve with this Depop skirt and these white socks with my mom's golden heels. I've just got them dirtied from the grass, however, it's worth it. I want to talk to you guys more intimately, but I feel exposed. Just in the sense that I don't want neighbors hearing me. So, should I, go get my keys and talk with you guys in the car? Because I think, the car is just, the place where we discuss things that should be discussed. Let's get the car keys. Okay. Greetings, everyone joining this video. So, I'm gonna share my poems that I've been writing. Actually, I'm not sure. I have to reread them to make sure that I want to share them. So I wrote these on my phone. I typed them rather, and I really, really like them. I'm not finished. Okay, wait. I'm just gonna keep reading. I don't have to explain myself. So, first one I'm gonna be reading is silenced minds screaming to be heard, and so the child expressed. The art embodied them. If I cry, will you change, or will your ways return like shaven hair? As I grow up, am I harder to love? Am I not allowed to cry? Is it because you see yourself in me? I still perceive your fragments of care. So this one is about, as a child, if your feelings are suppressed, or if you're told that you can't cry or you can't have these certain emotions, then you kind of grow up with this notion that they're bad or something. But I basically just said, I was describing a child who was crying and stuff, and then just who expressed themselves through their art, and their art embodied them. And then I was talking about parents, and if I cry, will you change, or will your ways just return like shaven hair? So that's asking the parents a question, will you change if you're, and then as you grow up, am I harder to love? So that's basically the child asking them again, am I harder for you to love just because I'm older now and you can no longer treat me like a child? And then, is it because you see yourself in me? Is it because you also have traumas that you haven't faced? And is it because it's easier for you to just, be rude instead of nurturing or something? I don't know. And then I just said, I still perceive your fragments of care, which is referring to, even though you can be very hurtful to me, I still see through that, and I see your love that you still carry within you. So it's just like a more lighthearted note at the end. The next poem I have is about insects and the way our mindset, or the way that we kind of were like conditioned to feel about insects, even though there are people that love them, but it's like kind of instilled in your mind that you should be scared of insects or that they're gross. So I just wrote a poem about insects, and so I'm gonna read it. Brush off your ant bites, blind eye the hornet's sting, gone so long with waves of violence, creatures having done nothing wrong. But it's fine, they aren't important. Legs or wings or hair you just can't bear. Squash and flush because no voice. If it spoke, would you still fear? Darling child with bugs and jars, may your care linger on and on and on, my dear. Wait, so I'm kind of proud of that, although it might be simple or not that profound. I think that it's personally profound, in my opinion, or whatever, because I'm not necessarily a poet, but it's still really nice to just do. And I've been diving into more forms of self-expression and creative expression, like forms of expressing yourself. I don't even know what I'm saying. Basically, just creative endeavors I've been diving more into, and I really like poetry because it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, you can just write whatever you want, and it doesn't even have to complete a poem. You can just write a few lines and it's still something, you know? And it's just nice to express your thoughts on different subjects, or just write your feelings. You know, it's similar to journaling where you just jot down whatever you want. But yeah, so I was just talking about how insects are, you know, everyone's like, ew, like just squash it, throw it away, or flush it down the toilet, because you don't see its life as really valuable. There are people that definitely do, and I am a victim of I am a part of these people that used to do that, where I would just, like, you know, I saw an insect and I just would kill it, but now I see them as just life forms existing. Like, they're so special, and they're just living their lives, and they're not harming you at all, and they're not really scary. In fact, I have like dragonflies, cicadas, like, and then this picture frame of all these dead bugs in my room, and I really like it. And I still would say I'm not like that comfortable around them. Like, if someone gave me a handful of roaches, I wouldn't just open my hands and like let them crawl all over me, because that would be a bit frightening. I'd have to get used to it, or get like slowly introduced to more insects. But like, I don't know, I find them sort of fascinating, because once you actually just look at them like anything else, like a wildlife animal or something, or a flower or a plant or part of nature, because that's what they are, then you will just see that they're actually quite interesting. So yeah, unless it's like a black widow that just stings you, then obviously not, but that's like the way that they were made, and that's their defense mechanism. So of course, like, proceed with caution if it's a dangerous insect, but other than that, I think that they're really cool. So I wanted to write about them, and at the beginning I thought it was what I wanted to say was that people should just brush off, if they get bit by ants, just brush it off, or not like completely turn a blind eye if you get stung by like something, but that's just them, you know, being scared. Like, if you're swatting at them, or whatever reason that they did it, by accident or just because they were scared, like, just try and brush it off, even though it might hurt in the moment. Like, that's just what I wanted to say at the beginning. But yeah. Let's see. So that's the poems that are completed for now that I wanted to share.